Being highly intelligent looks like a cheat code from the outside. People assume everything comes easier to you. Faster answers, smoother success, less struggle. But nobody talks about the quiet cost of it. Psychology shows that a sharp mind comes with its own set of emotional, social, and even existential weight. Struggles most people never see. Here are 8 real, often invisible struggles of being a highly intelligent person. 1. You can't stop overthinking. Your mind doesn't have an off switch. You dissect conversations, replay decisions, pick apart your own emotions long after everyone else has moved on. Psychologists have a name for this: analysis paralysis. The point where thinking harder actually makes deciding harder, not easier. 2. Connection feels hard to find. You're wired for depth, real conversations, real ideas, not weather talk. But most rooms aren't built for that, so you end up surrounded by people and still feel like you're on the outside of the conversation, quietly craving something deeper that rarely shows up. 3. You notice too much. A sharp mind picks up on patterns most people walk straight past. Shifts in tone, inconsistencies, hidden motives. That awareness is useful, but it's also exhausting. You end up more sensitive to dishonesty, manipulation, and negativity because your brain simply won't stop scanning for it. 4. The pressure to perform never lets up. Once people decide you're the smart one, the bar never comes back down. One mistake and it's suddenly, I thought you had this figured out. That pressure quietly turns into anxiety. And psychology has a name for the fear underneath it: impostor syndrome, the constant sense that you're one slip away from being exposed. 5. Boredom hits different. Your brain wants friction, something to chew on. Repetition and routine don't just feel dull, they feel almost painful. Without enough complexity to engage with, you zone out, stall, lose momentum, not from laziness, but from a mind that's starving for something harder to solve. 6. Perfect is the only acceptable outcome. You hold yourself to standards that don't leave room for error. Psychology calls this maladaptive perfectionism, the belief that anything short of flawless counts as failure. Over time, that mindset quietly burns you out and keeps the finish line just out of reach, no matter how much you actually accomplish. 7. You question everything, including yourself. Nothing gets accepted just because it's how it's always been. You push back on authority, tradition, even your own conclusions. That relentless curiosity is what drives real innovation, but it also leaves you a little disconnected from people who are comfortable with simple, unquestioned answers. 8. You carry weight that isn't even yours. High intelligence tends to come paired with high empathy. You don't just notice other people's pain, you absorb it, almost like it's your own. Psychologists call this emotional contagion, picking up and carrying someone else's emotional state without even realizing you've done it. Being highly intelligent was never about having every answer. It's about seeing the world in layers most people don't even know are there. And that kind of awareness can be isolating, confusing, even heavy to carry. If any of this hit close to home, your mind isn't a curse. It's a rare gift that just needs balance, boundaries, and the right people around you. You're not too much. You just think deeper than most.